Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Queen Blessed to be here, guys, with another video. Welcome. Today, guys, we're going to talk about facing the challenges of our lives and just moving forward with things. I officially moved back to Minnesota like literally the 31st of last month because my lease was up and I didn't get a new place to stay, and my sister's like, hey, come stay with me. I'm like, okay, I might. So I'm continuing my series Becoming Her, which is basically becoming the best version of yourself in 2026. But yes, today's video we're going to talk about facing the challenges. So whatever challenges you're going to go through today, I'm just going to lay it out on the table. We're going to talk about different ways we can become better. I'm just hoping to stay more consistent with this podcast so that way you guys have something to watch and come on to and feel encouraged by. The last couple of years, I have definitely been the person who had to reset over and over a lot. Like, God has given me the grace to be able to just withstand certain situations and having to reset. And as much as that is annoying to do, it's very important as human beings that we just find ourselves and grounded, and I'm somebody who loves balance. I am a Libra. I don't know if that really matters, but I have really had the biggest challenge ever since I left my apartment back in like 2020. I want to say 2022 or 2023. I officially left my first ever apartment and moved to like the west side and lived a little bit and then moved back to my parents' house. So the last couple of years, I really just been resetting. I had a little break in between 2025 where I got my own career with my roommates, work, started modeling. But of course, I wasn't happy. The hours were being cut. It was a lot. I went through a lot when I moved to Tacoma. I won my first pageant, what was awesome. But basically resetting over and over, mentally, routines, physically, career-wise, it's just been a lot because I even started doing it in medical school, which I'm definitely gonna go back to that. I really do enjoyed it. But then just deciding like, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to become a full-time content creator. So that's what we are mostly focused on, and it's a lot. Mentally it's a lot, and physically I feel fine, emotionally I feel fine, but mentally it always comes to get me. So I would say the first thing we need to really focus on is it's okay to restart. It's okay to start over, to refocus, to revamp. I think a lot of people have this mindset of everything's gotta be perfect, everything's gotta stay with the flow. But I was watching this other influencer and she was talking about how as you get older, like, you're not gonna view things the same. You're not gonna do things the same. Like, you don't dress the same way as you will when you were 13. Like, obviously you've grown bigger, you've grown more mature, and you start dressing more mature for yourself. You're not gonna listen to the same music, you're not always gonna eat the same food, you're not always gonna hang out with the same people. So why is it that we can't just we can't just embrace changes? And I'm somebody who doesn't really like change. I'm good with adapting. Like, I'm really fast at adapting, but change is very hard for me, especially if it's a new environment. And Minnesota is completely different in Washington State. I swear you can go to Seattle and like within 5 minutes you can find something entertaining to do. Why Minnesota, when I went to Minneapolis, it's more like a chill, slower vibe, and it's like, okay, what is there to do? So I walked around for a little bit when I went to Minneapolis, and I was literally asking people like, what is there to do? And they're like, oh, there's this, that, and that. I'm like, great. Next time I go, I'll make sure to be able to check those things out. But like, this is a vibe and the culture is different. And then also going to the Mall of America, which is the biggest mall in the US right now, it is definitely different vibes. Like, I love Seattle, don't get me wrong, I love Seattle, but it's just nice not to feel so much pressure having to stand out. Like, you're going to stand out regardless if you come from another state to move to Minnesota. And the reason why I moved to Minnesota, just to have a fresh start, to reconnect with my older sister. She is my biological sister on my Liberian dad's side. So I'm very happy to be here with her and her kids. I love my nephew and my nieces. They're amazing, and I just want to help them out. It's been very challenging, I would say, is to find work has not really been working. And I mean, mind you, I've only been here for a week, so obviously I'm not gonna land a job just like that. But like, I'm someone who's really used to just getting up and doing things. I had a car, I had a place, and I just get up and I move. But now I'm just slower pace, and I'm just like embracing the changes. I'll say the second thing, guys, is embrace the changes. It's just same thing as it's okay to revamp, rechange yourself. Embracing the changes is just, it's not giving up on your dreams. It's not necessarily giving up on who you are. It's mostly just like, okay, this new season, it's like, I may not have a vehicle. Okay, there's bus. I may not have all the friends I want. Okay, there's ways to make new friends. Like, I really challenge myself to get out there and meet new people, which I'm very excited for. I was looking on Instagram and like searching for like pageant, because I'm in the pageant industry, also modeling, creative wise, anything that really clicks with me that I want to do. I'm looking for those people to connect with, activities. So once I get my footing a little bit better, I will definitely be going around and meeting people and doing new things. But I'm very excited for a new adventure. So it's okay to embrace the changes. I know it's really hard, especially if you're someone who likes comfort, like being close to your family, and you just moved to a new city, new state, and you don't really know anybody. I challenge you to just go out and explore. Take yourself out on dates. Do things that don't that make you uncomfortable, but at the same time just like challenge you. I love the challenge, you know? So I'll say my third thing, guys, would be to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. I made this for myself too, because it's like I'm someone who's very much active, and not being able to go to gym as regularly, not being able to just go to the grocery store and buy whatever I want. Like, it's very different. It's very like a lot, and it's overwhelming. So like, yes, challenge yourself, but also give yourself grace. You're in a new season, you're in a new era, and even if you haven't moved physically but you're still at the same place, it's important to just give yourself that breathing room. I know a lot of people like to talk about, you know, mindset change and changes and all that stuff, but like, changes can literally be just when you wake up, what you eat, what you wear. Like, little changes can go a long way, just like micro habits. Now we're gonna talk about habits for a minute here, because I'm someone who loves routines. I love structure. I love things like that, and your girl is trying to stay consistent. Not trying, we are gonna stay consistent with our content creating, and we're gonna start building things different. I just started my first business called Hers. I'm very excited. I'm very proud about Hers. So yes, guys, that's a whole new challenge in itself. But like, just having that mindset change of, okay, I'm becoming an entrepreneur, I'm working for myself. It's really different than waking up and clocking into a 9 to 5. So I just say my fifth thing, guys, is to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace to just do things different, to do things a lot, I would say better, but like the changes. We're gonna talk a lot about change in this video today, because change is very important when it comes to your lives. You know, to happen, especially in this life. You cannot expect things to always be the same. You get older, you know, like you have kids, you change careers, whatever it is, it's not always gonna be the same. So I really encourage you just to just give yourself some grace. You know, you're not always gonna have it figured out. You're not always gonna have the outcome you want, and that's okay. You know, like, I look at people who go to college, right? They get these degrees and they want to work in the field, the degrees, and then they end up not doing it. And it's not nothing wrong with that. It's just like, it didn't happen the way they thought it was happen. And becoming an entrepreneur now, it was basically an encouragement to anybody who's resetting again in 2026, just to keep on with the course. Find ways to make your life more exciting. It's so easy just to get so stuck in a routines, and I'm not doubting routines. I know I just said have a routine, but it's so easy just to get stuck in this repetitive cycle. You just forget, why am I doing this? I was literally on a walk this morning and I was crying. I was low-key crying because I felt stuck. I felt like God has forgotten me, and it's so hard to look at. And mind you, I live in a whole different state. Like, I barely follow people who live here in Minnesota, but I mostly follow everybody in Washington. So I'm looking at their stuff. I'm watching them, you know, post their fashion shows, their photo shoots. This person got signed to this label. This person got this. I'm just looking at my life. I'm like, God, like, I'm resetting. Like, it's so hard to feel happy and joy when you look at your life and you're just like, why? So I'm definitely in this challenging season of just letting go and letting God work. That's another thing I want to talk about. Letting go and letting God work. And if you're somebody who's not a believer, I do encourage you to start at least talking to God. Stop embracing that there is a creator. But if you're a follower of Jesus, you obviously know that God's word says that he will never leave us or forsake us. My life verse right now, and I'm always gonna tell you guys, is Isaiah 41:10 is, do not be anxious for anything, don't look around. Like, Isaiah 41:10. I don't remember at the top of my head. I really should. But basically, I'll put the verse right here for y'all. But basically, it's just a verse telling you, like, hey, I got you. I'm holding you. Don't worry about it. And then, of course, my second verse is 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety to him because he cares for you. I'm always going to represent these verses because right now, these are the challenges in my life. I do have severe anxiety. I get stressed over the little things. And I worry about a lot about outcomes of things. Like, it's like, I want to be professional model. I'm a professional model, but to have that mindset of like it's gonna work out, it's a lot, especially when you're resetting over and over and over again. You're like, how is this gonna work out? But it's okay to not always have the answer. God has the answer. And you know, best believe like one of these days, like I'm gonna get an agency, I'm gonna start working, I'm gonna start being that professional model. I'm gonna go in Target and see my face, be like, look, that's me. Like I'm gonna get into music videos, I'm gonna do everything I dreamed and hoped for because God has given me that vision. One of my favorite people in the world to listen to is Steve Harvey. Now, if you're not a Steve Harvey fan, you can go. But I be listening to a lot of his motivational speech, and he's basically talking about your dreams, like your life that God wants you is in your dreams, it's in your vision, you know, it's in your talents. And he just talk about like live for your dreams and your talents. Don't waste your life building somebody else's dream. You go to your 9 to 5, and yes, it gives you money to feed your family, to do the fun things you do, but what else is there? What else in this life is there meant to be than just building someone else's dreams? So that's what I'm mostly gonna focus on this next season, is to focus on my dreams and my career, and really hardcore, because I say that and that I'd be so stressed over bills, so stressed over money, so stressed over jobs. Like right now I'm so stressed about getting work. Like I'm stressed about getting work, but I have that thing. It's like, okay, what is the point of me rushing to get another job? Is it gonna put me back where I was at? Like for years, all I did was just work. And I'm not saying that's bad. Like retail, working that stuff is not bad. But it comes to a point where it's just like, what am I doing? Like, yes, I want a lifestyle for my kids, for my future kids, for their kids. But it's like, I look around, I'm just seeing this has not helped me. The last couple of years at this rush to get jobs, like I have so many jobs on my resume. And sorry guys, I'm rambling. I have so many jobs on my resume right now, like it's crazy. Like I qualify for so much. Like I could literally be an assistant manager or a manager of a store of how much job application, how much experience I have, which is crazy. But I really don't want to be known to have all those job experience. I'm not striving to become a manager. Like I'm not saying that's bad to those who are managers, prompts for you, but that's not where I want to be. I believe God has created me for so much more than just working 9 to 5. And I'm literally starting slowly to embrace, okay, God, you gave me an idea, I'm gonna just follow through. I don't have all the answers, but that's why there's resources out there. So my first business is the first step of faith. The second step of faith is to not rush so much into safety, comfort. My comfort is to get a 9 to 5 job and just work, because I wasn't handling my money right. I wasn't staying consistent. I wasn't doing what I needed to do. But yeah, it's okay because I was going to the gym, I was working out, doing all that good normal stuff. But at the same time, it's like I wasn't living my fulfillment the way God wants me to. And he has given me so much vision of things, writing books, speaking, acting, modeling, all these gifts and things that can help other people. But I'm so focused on jobs. So I will say, let go of the old in this next season. When you are revamping yourself, refocusing, resetting, you have to embrace and let go. I'm really gonna walk this road where I'm only gonna look for part-time job, because I really want to focus on my brand, focus on the things I enjoy. You know, I could be the next Drewski. I'm not funny like that, but I could be the next Michael B. Jordan. I could be the next, you know, Doji or Doja Cat or Cynthia Refill. I could be the next. You could be the next, but you never know if you're so focused on chasing paper like that. There's nothing wrong with chasing money, but don't let money be your love. You know, don't let money lead you to bad things. Money is the root of all evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. Stop letting people trick you thinking you can't get money. You can get money. You can be rich. You can become a billionaire. But like, stop allowing things like that to define you. And I'm speaking from a heart of somebody who's gone years on struggling. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm rich. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a successful, famous influencer. I'm just a girl going through this journey with you guys too. So if these tips find helpful, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to let you know when I upload a new video, because we are in it, guys. We are in it. We are working on becoming better human beings, better girls, better whatever. So better whatever is crazy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, like I said again, hit that notification bell and share with somebody you know who really needs change, who is in this season of change, who just really need guidance and really need help and focus. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a good night, evening, wherever you may be. Bye, y'all.